Ooh.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
How cunty everybody has to be. Like, stop being such a cunt.
And you don't
How
think...
fake men are. How fake men
Oh, what are some fake things that men do?
cheat, lie, etc.
Has that been done to you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
Not
hear
me,
that.
though.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Me being in it.
You being in it? That's very sad. You should channel those negative thoughts into something positive and do better for the world.
Yeah, I did.
What'd you do?
I channeled it into this motherfucker.
Aww.
I bought him.
That thing is cute.
He's my anxiety and depression dog.
And does it work?
Sometimes.
Love that. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Fake ass bitches.
What does that mean?
I changed them from being fake.
Girls?
I would change money. Like, why is money a valuable thing? It's a piece of paper.
Like, if I want to eat a piece of fruit, why do I have to pay for that, you know?
Literally.
Yeah, but
If I want a new shirt, why do I have to
someone
pay
else,
for
like,
that?
went and got it and cleaned it for me, though, you know? So,
Yeah.
that's labor. See, Economics 101.
It's so obvious.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
What?
You.
Black people.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
I don't know.
It's gotta be something you don't like.
The government?
The US government or just government in general?
All the government.
How do you feel about the current US government?
I don't live in the US.
Oh, where do you live?
Canada.
Ooh, how's your prime minister doing? No idea what his name is, to be honest.
Trudeau.
Oh, I actually have heard of that name. What's your favorite thing about Canada?
Like, I don't know.
A lot of stuff you don't know, so I need you to rethink on that in your life. Just know stuff. You can't do 2 FaceTimes. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
What?
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Freaking prime minister.
Are you not? Are you in England?
No.
Canada?
No.
Oh, I just met someone else on here from Canada, and I was like, "What's your favorite thing about Canada?" And she was like, "I don't know." What's your
Yeah,
favorite?
because there's nothing to like about Canada.
Nah, there's got to be stuff. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Paying for stuff.
That's a common answer. What do you think that we should not have to pay for?
Gas.
Gas. So,
Housing.
how should like we be able to get around in cars if there's no gas?
No. Like, gas is free. Oh,
Mm.
medical.
What about the people
We
that
should-
like went and like mined the gas from the earth and like stuff? Like, how are they like? Who's gonna do that?
Back you again.
I don't really know.
Yeah, so that's why when we're answering questions, we need to be knowledgeable. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change? Fuck you. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Everybody being nice to one another.
You don't want that?
No, I do. Like, everybody's
Oh.
so mean. I want it to change and everybody be nice.
What's the time of in your life when someone was mean to you?
Literally the other, like, 2 hours ago.
What happened? Is it this guy to your right or your left?
Oh, it's a girl.
Oh, female.
Yes.
My fault. I didn't mean to misgender. That's-
She said I laugh like a fucking seal.
Tough love, tough love. What the hell was that guy doing?
He's
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
You and Ginger.
I would get rid of gingers, and then I would say maybe just like world peace.
Is the girl to your right not a ginger?
She is. She is. But I'm not emotionally attached to her, so she's gonna.
Quite confused right now.
Why are you asking? If I might ask.
Are you trying to eliminate gingers too?
No,
You
but
can
do you want to be in the YouTube video though?
What's the ad? What's the channel? How many followers?
It's called Top Secret Official. I got 25 subscribers, so let's go.
Oh,
Not enough. Not
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Video. I mean, not a video. A different question. Is that?
What's your biggest red flag in a guy? What's your biggest red flag in a guy?
Lying. Or liar. Lying.
Both of you
liar.
guys? And when have you been lied to?
Like last week.
What was the lie?
The
You don't want to get into it. I understand.
Okay. Alright. Bye.
What a wonderful group of young people. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Global warming.
You would have it or not have it?
Not have it.
How has global warming affected you in your life? Fuck, yeah, see, whenever they get into it, they just can't answer. I have an idea. And this could backfire on me, but let's see if it works. Okay. Let's see if this works. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
The price of gas.
Are you even old enough to drive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of car do you drive?
A Lincoln.
I drive a Chevy S10.
What's your favorite place to drive to in your car?
You.
Aw, that's nice. Makes 0 sense though. Okay, well, what are some other things females like? That are preferably over 18. Drinking. They love to drink. Let's see if that works. Fuck! I wasn't quick enough. Okay, that was just the first one. Shopping. Shopping's gotta be one. Shopping's gotta be a good one. Shopping. Shopping has 2 P's, right? If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
I don't know.
Come on, there's gotta be fuck. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change? If you could change one thing about the world.
Oh, how people be judgmental and you don't even understand, you don't even know. Don't judge a book by its cover.
That's just quite motivational there. I love that, you know? If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Fucking... I don't know.
Definitely some mental issues are going on there, but I hope he gets that sorted out. I think this question might be too hard. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Your hair, niggers.
This is why we don't do men. We don't do men on there. Because they're too, like, rancid. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
What?
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
The weather in England.
Oh, what part of England are you in? Birmingham?
No.
What part?
Essex.
Do you follow a football team?
Yeah.
Which one?
Arsenal.
Yeah, they sort of bottled the whole season there, didn't they, last season?
Yeah.
Never imitate an English person's accent. That's all I'm saying. They hate it. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change? Did I already see you guys on here?
My mom.
What's wrong with your mom?
She did drugs.
Oh, that's not good.
And now she's not in my life.
Hey, well, I'm glad that negative influence is not there so you can turn into your best self, you know?
I am adopted by my grandparents.
Oh, that's awesome. And are you happy?
Yeah.
That's all that matters, to be honest. It's just really all that matters. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Animal cruelty.
That's a really good one. When I see that, it just makes me want to just do some horrible things to that person that is being mean to the animal, you know? So are you a vegan then? Fuck! I wanted to dig in. I wanted to dig into the convo, dude. God, it was just getting good. Is that Spanish music? Yeah, I'm good. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Poverty.
You would want it or want it gone?
I don't want poverty.
Okay, what do you think is the best method to achieve that? And they just never have an answer. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Probably the way you look.
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Climate change.
You would want it gone or want it... If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
I would change the effect that cattle and like cattle farming has on the environment.
You don't like hamburgers? If I tried to go without meat, I would last maybe about 3 seconds. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Feet.
Feet?
No, they were covering the fucking
You were giving them free feet pic.
I just want the answer, please. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
What? I would probably make it so that You're blinding me. Jesus. If you could change one.
With my beauty? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Not you. No, we put the brightness up, dumbass. I'll probably change it that ew, not the pout, ew. I'd probably
Oh, is that a
change
big ick
it
for you?
that everyone did not get hurt or sick, like you couldn't get hurt at all.
Yeah, after that insult, just
Then hot.
if you could
Is your
change
age on
one.
the clock?
What?
Is your age on the clock?
My age on absolutely.
Is your age on the clock?
Technically
Technically? How old are you?
20,
Okay, no, that doesn't matter.
21.
If okay, so if your age is on the clock, that means you're ready for some cock.
One of the lamest jokes. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
What?
I would change the fact that a lot of people hate me.
Hate you?
Because I'm gay.
Ah, well, hey, don't let them get into what makes you happy, you know?
You're my new best friend.
Your companion there doesn't seem too happy with my answer.
I wish people would stop abusing me. Wait, who? Wait, her or me?
Abusing you? How? Clearly there are some domestic issues there that need to be sorted out. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
You.
Stop it, Olivia. Stop.
Could you be any less original? If you could change something about the world, what would you change?
You're you.
Can you be any less original?
Huh?
If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
About people leaving trash everywhere?
Littering. It's a very big issue in our world, and I love that you're aware of it. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
The amount of control.
Too much control,
Government
you're saying?
has.
Or we need more control?
Yeah.
Or too much control?
No, too much control.
What's something that
That the
they
government-
control that, like, they control it? Like, what's an example of them?
Pretty much like money controls like everything we do. Like it's like it overconsumes us.
Oh, I
Mm.
agree. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
That my ex is out of it.
So you want him back in your world, then?
No, I want him out of it.
So right now he's in it, and you want him out?
Yeah.
Why?
It's really hard to get him out because what happens is he has 20,000 followers on Instagram. I have 600.
Followers
Sure.
shouldn't define someone's character, though. I sense a little Hermione Granger accent there. What part of England are you a part of?
Australia.
Ah, that's embarrassing. Shit. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
Gas prices.
That's what everyone says. Why would you say that? How would are they too high? Do you drive? Are you old enough to drive? What car do you drive?
A Nissan Altima.
What's your favorite place to drive your car to?
My boyfriend's house.
What's your favorite thing to do with him? Probably should not have asked that. Alright, that was a very fun time, and I hope you guys learned something about what people would want to change, and I definitely know that I learned something. Everyone loves saying you to just every fucking question. So other than that, I thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for another video.